Now we were moving from, we first of all, we converged at the Iziboro Park for the protest. You know, it's a nationwide protest. It's not just a Rivers thing and all that. And there were, amongst other things, there are other demands we had made. The police initially tried stopping us. Before now, we had an agreement with the police that we were going to converge and stay at the Iziboro Park with an approval from the Commissioner of Police. Now, having given us that approval, we went to the Iziboro Park, as agreed with the police to stay there. The police came back and said, no, we cannot stay at the Iziboro Park, that we should leave. We said, no, it's not possible for us to leave, that we have a written approval from the police, and that we will have to continue with the protest. At the point, they allowed us, and they said the officer in charge, Udo, now allowed us and said we should go ahead to protest, that they were going to provide us with police security. On doing that, we said no problem, that it's a welcome development. We started the processing from the Iziboro Park. When we moved from the Iziboro Park and got to CFC, they came in a war format in extra vehicles and vans and all that, and blocked us. And the same is that Odo, or whatever his name is, came and said that that we have made a statement we should leave, that we have granted press, we have done enough procession, that we should go. We said no, that we have not even started what we had envisaged, and that we had other plans to proceed, and we also have a route to follow, and we need to follow that particular route. He said no, that we must leave now, and we said no, we will not leave, that what we are doing is our civil right, and we have the permission of the police to even go ahead with what we are doing. The next thing they started doing, they started shooting tear gas canisters on us. Of course, it was a joint team from both the army, the police, the civil defense. They were all there. The next thing, the army started shooting sporadically on the air. Police started shooting tear gas canisters at us, chasing us. Even arrested some of the reporters who came to cover the event. Shot at the leg of one of the protesters. Shot at his leg. He's currently hospitalized as we speak at this moment. And it's actually sad and unfortunate. The truth of the matter is that we must all realize that we're all Nigerians. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is no more Nigerian than any of us. He's only privileged to be our president. And he cannot lead us in dictatorship. We will not stand and watch. Every other person can actually be consumed by whatever they are doing, but we refuse to be consumed by it. We have a right to speak as a people. You cannot hold down our voice. Protest is an international right of citizens of this world, so you can't stop it. So we condemn what has happened today in Rivers State, and when we say this, that it's a shame on Nigerian government that Nigerian government will be shooting at its citizens for protesting and for demanding for good governance. And it is actually sad that Nigerian government is doing what they are doing at this particular point in time. Right now, they want to silence the voice of reasonability. They want to silence the voice of citizens, but we will say no to it and we will resist it. We will continue, even if it takes our life, we will continue to resist it.
Thank you. What's your concern?
Well, the procession had just begun when they came with their brute force, to stifle the decision and the freedom of Rivers people to process today, and that's quite unfortunate. As we speak to you now, protest is going on in the United States of America, in several states, against what they call the arbitrary action of Donald Trump. So if a country as civilized as America could be having a protest, and up to this moment as we speak, no citizen has been killed, then why would Nigeria not be able to hold a peaceful protest? For what it is worth, if Nigerians are still thinking that we have a country, that we have a democracy, I am here to announce to you that you are seriously dreaming. This democracy that our people fought for, the democracy that our people died for, had automatically ended, and we are under a full-blown dictatorship. It is even a shame that a person who claimed to be a pro-democratic president, someone who had always pride himself to have fought for this democracy in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will be the president and will action the kind of things that is happening here today in Rivers State. As we speak to you today, what happened here in Rivers State is at the instructions, given to the sole administrator of Rivers State to stifle the voices, of Rivers people. As we speak today, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has been abandoned, and this country now is being ruled by the whims and caprices of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Godswill Akpabio and his cohort, Nyesom, the Minister of the FCT, and that is the truth of the matter. It is unfortunate, but we are here to tell Rivers people, freedom is not free. anywhere in the world. Everybody wants Nigeria to be like America, but they don't want to pay the price or make the sacrifices that the Americans made before they got to where they are today. And I tell you, and I kid you not, that if we do not understand these things that are happening, of course, we can just kiss all those wishes goodbye, because there will never be a day when Nigeria will get to that place where we want. Today we are here, we have seen what is happening. A democratic government that was elected by the people had just been suspended, and every other, institutions of government in Rivers State, and then people are still sitting down doing nothing, thinking that everything will be fine, that they'll wake up one day and everything will be fine. But I am here to announce to us that never will that day come. We must fight for this democracy. We must fight for our right, because protesting is a right that is guaranteed in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in section 39 and 40. And it is quite unfortunate that this time and age we will not be allowed to express, that liberty, even when it is clear that Nigeria, has nosedived, from what we were expecting, from what this government met. And today people are suffering, people can't eat, people can't transport themselves from one place to another. Things are hard, the country is dying, and then people cannot protest. And when people come out to and make their reservations about things that are not right, people will be beaten down, people will be shot at. As we speak to you now, some of our comrades are hospitalized. We don't even know whether they will survive or not. As we speak to you, some journalists were arrested. We don't even know where they are. So that is what we are seeing. And all Nigerians and the people from the international community must join forces to condemn this action and begin to give sanctions to the presidents and the leaders of this country. Because as we speak right now, the president of Nigeria is in France. If there were no liberty in France, will he be able to be comfortable in that France where he is? These are the challenges that we are facing. And the world and Nigerians must all come together to condemn this.
What are your demands?
The demand that we are giving is that the democratic institutions of government in Rivers State, the governor, the State House of Assembly, and all other arms of government and institutions of government must be restored with immediate effect. We are not in a dictatorship. We are in a democracy. We don't even know the person that is in the government house right now. We never voted him. He's not even from Rivers State. And then you think that we should be comfortable about that? In a democracy? No. We are demanding that that action must be reversed immediately. That is our demand. What we are going to do now is to get back to our comrades to ensure that they are all safe and well, and then we'll reconvene again and continue to push this demand that all the right things be done. So it is not over. For today, well, today might have been over, but we are coming back again. I will also communicate to the world. Comrade Solomon Lenu is my name.